I just had a really neat phone call. Someone asked, what do they do with the bulbs that they're finding in garden centers and nurseries right now? And I would add to that the ones that you dug last fall and put in the fridge and maybe stored them in peat moss or vermiculite. Well, you can plant them. So the ones that I had stored in the fridge, I've planted at different times this year. These ones were started in January and they're going to be flowering pretty soon. They have flower buds already started. And these ones were started a little bit later, and so they're shorter, but they're doing really well and they'll catch up. So I'll have different flushes of flowers blooming. So ideally what you're finding is lily bulbs that have no sprouts or really short sprouts. So these ones right here look like this, and I'm happy with this. This will grow really well. It's just you want to stay away from the ones that are starting to grow really long and curl. And I have an example of that. Is this one was stored in my fridge, and of course it's going to depend on the variety what they're going to do. And so this one was just random mix, so a seedling that I had, and it's not one that's stored great because it started sprouting really early, and so I planted it, but it doesn't look like it's gonna form properly. It was already several inches long while it was being stored. These lower leaves have died off, and these ones aren't opening that well. So I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe it will grow properly, but I don't think so. So short sprouts, no sprouts, into a pot with some moist soil. Roots down like that, and then cover it with some more soil. There we go. And if you need a little bit more moisture, add that, keeping in mind that the bulb already has moisture, but just monitor it. You probably won't need to water them again until after they've started growing. And label it, because it's so important to remember what you're planting. So what you'll just do now is put them under lights, put them in a window where there's lots of sunlight, or a combination of window with lights, which is really a great way for them to get a lot of light. And you'll want to keep them inside until all the frost and freezing weather is gone, and then they can go outside. Later on you can plant them into the garden and just leave them there. So in late summer or fall, plunk them in the garden, take them out of the pot, and then they'll keep growing for years to come. So that's how to deal with little bulbs that you're finding right now. And if you start them early enough, you can actually have flowers during the winter, which is always great.